He saved me from so much stuff. Y'all don't even understand. That little boy is my world. I would do whatever for him. I would protect him to the end of the road, always. So when I see people saying this is what's best for Dominic, or this is what's best for Dominic, or he needs to do this, I know what's best for my son. I've been through it. And I know y'all are confused, so I can't even be mad at y'all. Y'all did not see what was really going on in the behind the scenes. Y'all did not know. So of course some of y'all gonna feel that way. But behind the scenes, I rocked him to sleep. I held him. I changed his diapers. I fed him. All that. Now I'm not gonna stun on her. As he got older, to the toddler stage, started walking, yes, she was very much more involved. That's when she built a bond with him. But it was still very impatient. It was still, you could tell something was missing. You can tell something was missing. And I always told her. I always sat down and talked to her because I would like to talk stuff through rather than end stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just talk it through. I used to always ask her all the time, and I would cry while I would say this. Would you treat Dominic any different if he came out of you? And she would pause. And she would say no. And I would look at her and I would be like, please just be honest. If Dominic had came out of you, would you treat him any different? And she would say no. And she would get very angry and leave. And I would even text her mom, because me and her mom were very tight. And I would tell her, like, the bond's not there. And she would just say, hang in there. Like, I know, just hang in there and all that stuff. So I hanged in there, taking care of Dominic, doing what I have to do. I think the one thing that I regret, though, a lot of you guys asked, is putting her out there for the first 8 months and while I was pregnant, as if she was doing something great. I made it seem like she was just treating me like a queen. And I just wanted y'all to know, like, there were so many people doubting her that I wanted to prove y'all wrong. And that's really what it was. She didn't even care. I would tell her that people are saying that you're not going to stick around. People saying that you don't even love him. And she'd be like, it's just crazy. And let's fast forward to now. What's going on right now? So Crissy put out screenshots that says that she want to get Dominic, and apparently I'm being hard to deal with. Let me give y'all the backstory of that right quick. The last time me and Crissy talked on the phone or FaceTime, I was telling her, like, hey, it's the days, can you please come get Dominic, or I'll drop him off or whatever. And she was like, no, I have things to do. I was like, I've had him literally for a week now. Can you please just come get him? You know, I have things to do too. I'm working. I literally have to take him with me to where I work. I go to the studio. I have events I go to, photo shoots, all that. But being a mom, you got to sacrifice. So I either have my brother help me watch Dominic while I'm at the studio or whatever, or I take him with me wherever I go. I was like, I only need a couple days. And she would just be like, no, I have stuff to do. Meanwhile, she'd be on vacation with her girl, or she'll be shopping or going somewhere with her girlfriend. This would be conversations before. Like, it was like every conversation I...
Okay, so let's get into this video. So everybody was bashing Domo, talking about how bad she was and how it was so wrong of her to, you know, take a wig from her and everything like that, and how she been in her life and his life, my bad, and everything like that. And, you know, the way I feel about it is I mean, I knew it was something more to the story than, you know, just Domo not wanting, you know, her child around other girls or whatever the case may be. You know, simply because of how the situation happened, and it was just like all of a sudden, boom, like then everything came out. You know what I'm saying? Like Crissy was saying shit and trying to bash Domo, and then it was like people saying Domo trying to bash Crissy and all that. Now I'm not saying either one of them was wrong in that situation at all, but at the end of the day, it's like when a person has a baby, like when they physically have a child, they can sense a lot more things than somebody who's just that other parent, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can feel the different things that Domo was speaking about, which is in this video as well, which I heard already. So, I mean, this is just my input on it. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, no expert, no relationship or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like Domo is wrong, you know, for her moving out of the state or whatever, because I mean, going somewhere else and doing what she's doing. I don't think she's wrong, and the reason why I say that is because when you in a relationship with somebody and it's like they slap you in the face at the end with that, oh, I never really loved you, I never really cared about you, that right there is enough to make a person go crazy. And everybody who knows Domo, sorry, my hair cut on, or everybody who knows Domo knows that, you know what I'm saying, she was having her little different episodes to where, you know, she wasn't comfortable, she didn't feel like herself and everything like that. what I gotta say about that is, bro, be you. Do what makes you happy. You know, in a LGBT relationship, there is a stud and there is a film. For those of you who don't know, you may know. If you don't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? There is a stud in the film. A stud is more dominant, you know what I'm saying, masculine, which is what Crissy wanted, you know what I'm saying, at a Domo, which is why Domo tried to change for Crissy, you know what I'm saying, to make her happy, make her keep her, and, you know, get her to stop doing the shit she was doing, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, yeah, everybody can say that's a bad thing, and I get where she coming from, and I get why she was trying to do it. You know, she wanted some love, and she felt like that Crissy really loved her, you know what I'm saying. When you really love somebody, you kind of just do whatever, like you're blinded by a lot of stuff that's happening, and people are telling you, but it's just like in your head, in your mind, your heart, you're just like, I know this person, I'm with this person, I can work through it. So kudos to Domo for trying to stick with her and stick through it and like work through the whole thing with her. Like, I feel like people should be patting her on the back for that shit, because that's a hard situation, especially being pregnant and dealing with somebody who really not okay with the situation and shit like that. Like, that is a lot, you know. Pregnant people, us women anyway, like, we're already emotional. It's like on your period. It's like being pregnant, kind of, sort of. Not really, but kind of, sort of. Like, you get emotional, you know what I'm saying? There's stuff that you can't control and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure Domo did what she was crying. Crissy probably felt like she was being a little B, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to cuss on here, being a little B or whatever the case may be, because she was crying. But you gotta understand, she couldn't control her emotions. And I feel like, in Crissy's defense, if you didn't want to do the whole baby thing and stuff like that, you shouldn't have done it. You know, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not like a YouTuber about my life. Like, I rather talk about other people's life, talk about my life. But the fact that she came into it knowing Domo talks about her life and everything like that, she already knew that everything was going to be public and everybody was going to know what's going on. So, like, why would you sit up here all of a sudden now, back away from the situation, and now that he's able to walk and pretty much kind of talk, now you want to be in his life? Like, if you didn't want to be in his life till he was older, you should just stepped away instead of trying to be there. And then she has no choice but to be away from you, because she doesn't want to have that energy around her son, which I understand. Babies feed off of energy, and if Crissy and Domo was going back and forth on this energy, and then Domo was feeling some type of way because she won't even let her be her chick, like, bro, you can't fault her for that shit, Crissy. Like, you can't do that shit, because at the end of the day, if she had somebody else and if it was your kid, you would want to meet that person before your kid was around, just so you can know who your kids are around. That's mutual respect. It has nothing to do with internet, celebrity, fame. It has nothing to do with anything. That's mutual respect. That's in a woman and a male relationship as well. That man would expect to meet that dude, and that woman would expect to meet that woman. And if they don't, then that's when you're being childish. That's when you're being petty. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not saying either one of them is right. Domo has a point, Crissy has a point, and I feel like, Crissy, if you didn't want to do that, you should have never did it in the beginning. Fuck views, fuck all that. It don't matter. What matters to both of y'all, and I'm saying this to them too, but I mean this to everybody, is happiness. You have to do what makes you happy. Be with someone who makes you happy. Don't change yourself for nobody. Be you, because you want to know why? When you change yourself for someone, then you start to live a life that you don't know of. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you break up, God forbid if that was to happen, you wouldn't know what to do without that person, because you know, changed your whole life for this one person. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself time to heal from whatever you may have been going through, whether it's a breakup, a death in the family, a divorce, losing a child, having it, whatever it is, man. Get over that shit before you get into something. And then if you are trying to work your way into something, y'all just having conversations, make sure that, you know, everybody's on the same level. It is uncomfortable to be with somebody and you feel and you know deep down inside that the whole time you was with them, they was doing other shit. Like, that shit right there is enough to make a person go crazy. Like, I feel her on that shit. And I'm glad that, you know, she got a counselor, and counseling is needed in that situation. And I advise anybody who has some kind of situation that they can't get over, it's bothering them, whatever, talk to somebody, man. You have to. You can't hold that shit in, bro. When you hold it in, and that's when you start going crazy and shit like that. My camera keeps going in and out. But let me know what y'all think about this, man. Let me know. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm just talking shit, or if y'all feel what I'm saying when it comes to the relationship. Like, it has to be a mutual ground, and I feel like Domo just needs time to, you know, heal herself from the whole situation with Crissy. Crissy needs to give it a break, and when she does have wigs, she needs to make that time count, you know what I'm saying? Because anything can happen to anybody. Life is too short. You have to make that time count. Make it count. Don't do shit for views. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Do that shit sincerely from your heart, because at the end of the day, baby boy is gonna be old enough to know the difference between you really loving him and what's going on. And we have videos and shit to go back on. So once he gets older, he's gonna be able to look at this shit. You're gonna have to explain yourself to your supposed to be kid. You can't sit up here and say, oh, I want a kid, but then don't do shit to have, you know, to take care of a kid. Whether you're in a heterosexual relationship or not, or a gay relationship, it doesn't matter. If you have a kid or you have a bond with somebody, you decided that you want to take that role, play your role. You know what I'm saying? Play your role. Do that shit. But if you don't want to do it, don't do that shit. It ain't no, I want to do this sometimes I don't, back and forth. Fuck that shit. Comment below, like, sorry I cussed. Comment below, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Let me know what y'all thinking, bro. Let me know what I'm talking about. Let me know how y'all feel about Domo and Crissy and the situation that's going on.